All right, this is for Ben. What are some of the prescriptive methods you mentioned for a healthy, fruitful, and ethical approach to communication? What advice can you give those who want to use a diplomatic approach?
I know, did you write this?
No, it's me.
Let's see where
If you get one
With a reminder what
question.
page you should turn to.
If you get a question for Ben, what's your problem? That was me.
Let's see, ways to do it right. Phil Flake actually got criticized for not going into this, so I thought I would prepare ahead of time for that. A couple of rules of thumb, I have a lot to say on this, but a couple of rules of thumb that come to mind. Frame discussions as though we're all in the same boat, trying to reason to the best conclusion and avoid gotcha attacks. Work to establish a common language of concepts and terms instead of attempting to negate all of the ingredients of the perspective. Typically people are just saying, they're like, get away with that, get away with that, get away with that, even though a lot of the things that they're dealing with are things that are just part of the human condition that all need to work together. And so I think of it in terms of a math equation, that you can't solve the equation unless you have a common denominator, and that's a skill that people don't often have, so it needs to be worked on. I think it's important to freely disagree with people on your own team and make a general habit of this. Discuss other issues other than contentious ones to humanize yourself in various contexts. Prioritize friendship over winning every argument. Respect that our ideological opponents, when treated with a decent measure of respect and empathy, do actually often want the intellectual challenge, so challenge them respectfully. And one strategy that I've tried to hold myself generally into in the blog world is sort of an ABC method. A, empathize with their perspective first and foremost. B, confine yourself to only one good argument and make sure it's clearly stated. And C, find a way to leave things open-ended. Give them a respectable way to respond. Ask a question about their perspective. Be curious. Sure.
On the comment showing decent levels of respect, I think we need to have a proper definition of respect. I mean, if I respect someone and I think they're actually out to honestly evaluate their position, or that they possess the fortitude to withstand some criticism, I'm going to explain to them why I think they're wrong in no uncertain terms. And if I think they're being intellectually lazy, I'm going to tell them. I think that's respect, expecting people to be able to handle that. And also, friendship over winning, sure, but I don't think that should extend into tacitly affirming bad reasoning, or tacitly affirming immorality or intellectual laziness. I think those things need to be called, and I don't think they need to be euphemistically tied under the banner of friendship.
Right, I wasn't condoning bad behavior, but often people are a bundle of many things, and we have to live with them in the same world, and so it doesn't always work out very well like that for people who don't want to live a life avoiding many death threats. So.
I wish I could frame them.